Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Real and Raw with Ree. Happy Hump Day. We are on episode 51. So on today's episode, we are going to be discussing a man paying all of the bills or you guys splitting them 50-50. So grab a glass of your favorite drink and let's get on into it. So, before I get into the episode and all that good stuff, someone asked me, who is a loyal listener, asked me what do I think about doing like 2 episodes a week, but 2 episodes is a lot because it's like trying to get one episode out is a lot, especially like working all during the week. It is a lot. Like, I don't know what episode it was. I cannot remember which episode it was. I want to say like 47, maybe, honey. It was a struggle to get that episode out. It really was. Like, I think I was falling asleep recording the episode. Like, literally in the middle of me talking, I think my eyes shut and I fell asleep. Like I was like, oh my gosh, when I woke up. It was like a quick little, like, shut eye. But then I woke up and I was like, oh my gosh, like, I had to edit that out. I felt like if somebody asked me, like, which episode do you think you did, like, probably terrible on, I think it would be that episode. I don't know if it was that episode. Really, I forgot what I was talking about in the episode, but baby, I felt like I was all over the place in the episode. I was rambling. So if y'all listen to that episode and y'all were just like, what the hell is she talking about? Honey, I didn't even know because I was asleep. So yeah, especially getting off work trying to record. Yeah, it's a lot. Seriously, it's a lot. Cause I do not record these on Wednesday. Like, no, which I'm pretty sure most of you already knew that. I just say happy hump day, like, in the beginning of my intros. So that, I mean, cause I release them on Wednesday. So I was just like, let me just say happy hump day. So they feel like I'm telling y'all, like, happy Wednesday. So yeah, but those are recorded days in advance, and sometimes those really are recorded the day of. Like, so sometimes when I say happy hump day, I really mean that because that's when it's getting recorded. And like those really late episodes, like, because I think I released an episode or two one time and it was like 8 o'clock. Honey, those got recorded or they got edited the day of, and I was probably editing after work, falling asleep, which that has happened before. I think my last episode, not episode 50, it was episode 50, like on a Tuesday. I was editing the episode and honey, I was falling asleep. I woke up and I was like, oh my gosh, like I was supposed, now this time I was in deep sleep. And I woke up and I was like, oh my gosh, not me falling asleep editing the episode, but it wasn't much to edit because I did my thing on episode 50, okay? I did my thing. And that episode was really easy, I guess, because of the topic. Like, it was really easy. It wasn't something I had to think about. Because I'm really big on support and all of that. So that episode just flowed really naturally. It was nice. But yes, and like I told my listener, I said well, I don't know if I told her this, but yeah, 2 episodes would be a lot. And it's crazy because when I first started like planning for my podcast, I was like, do I want to drop an episode 2 times a week or 3 times a week, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday? I don't know what I was thinking. I'm happy I got out of that real quick because I can see me now, like, stressed trying to make sure I get the episode out now. Yeah, so if you're thinking about starting a podcast or anything, really take that into consideration. Like, are you ready to, like, how many days are you going to drop episodes a week? Yeah, that's something huge to think about. And then it's crazy because I started off like dropping my episodes at 4 in the morning on a Wednesday because I'm like, I want to give the people something to listen to on their way to work. Baby, that stopped real quick. Well, I ain't gonna say real quick because I was some episodes in. I think I was like 20, 30 episodes in maybe, but yeah, that stopped as y'all can see. Yeah, it was just a lot. So I just realized that I forgot to do a mental health check. And I realized I forgot to do the same thing on my last episode. So mental health, mental health, mental health. I would say that my mental right now is at I'm gonna say it's at like a 7.5, 8. Nothing is really going on. I just feel like I really don't know. It's like nothing is going on, but it's like I don't know. Something just seems a little off. I don't know, but yeah, I'm gonna say 7.5, 8. Nothing's going on though. I just fell off. That's all. But yeah. So peace wise, I have been very good. Peace wise, because I'm just all about protecting that. It's just like I don't want certain energy, certain vibes around me. None of that. So peace wise, I have been very good because I haven't allowed anybody to come up in here and disturb this. Because if that's the case, I'm sorry you have to go. Those little bugs outside are killing me. Like, please be quiet. Please. Jesus. So yeah, that's my mental health. I hope that all of you are doing very, very, very well on this Wednesday. So yeah. And if you're not, I hope that everything changes for you. I'm sure it will. And just stay prayed up and be mindful of the people that you keep around you. So let's dive into the financials of a relationship. I know that y'all have seen on social media people going back and forth about if a woman and a man should split stuff 50-50. Should the man pay 100% of the stuff? I know y'all have seen that. And if you have not, you are probably not deep into social media because it was all over Facebook. And I'm pretty sure it's been on Instagram, Twitter. I don't know why I was about to say Snapchat, but yeah, it's been everywhere. And I just feel like at the end of the day, you do what works for your household. You do what works for your pockets at the end of the day. On social media with their opinions, which opinions are very welcome. I always say that. But it's just like people live this little fantasy life on Facebook. Like people always, for one, Facebook is a bunch of pictures and words. That's all it is. You don't really see how these people living. You are not a fly on the wall. You don't really see how them bills split down the middle, or if the man is really paying for it all. You just go based off of what people say on social media. And I feel like in today's world, unless you really got a flooded bank account, I don't feel like no man is out here paying 100% of the bills. Like, I don't believe that. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I just don't see it. Like, what type of job do you have? I just don't. No, I don't. I don't see it in today's world. I don't. Not with the economy that we live in. I don't see it. If it's happening, that's cool. That is awesome, honey. That is very awesome. But at the end of the day, if the man is paying all of the bills, the woman, I feel like, needs to be buying the groceries. What else does she need to do? I don't feel like you should be going to your man for him to like fill up your gas tank and stuff like that, because I feel like you should have that money. Now, if your man wants to do that, he can do that. I don't feel like you should be going to your man asking for money for certain things like your nails and toes, your hair. If he wants to do that, he can, but I don't feel like that's something that you should expect. Like when you say, oh, I got a hair appointment or something, or I'm going to my hair appointment, don't be looking for that money to go in your hand, or don't be looking for that phone to ding with the Cash App, because I feel like he already has a load. He's paying for all the bills. So if you are working, you should have that extra money to do your little self-care stuff. You shouldn't even ask him. I feel like if he say that he is, it's time for him to get a haircut, shoot him the money. That's how I feel. If he say, treat him to some lunch. Now, I'm not saying that you are obligated to, but I feel like it's only right that you do so, because this man is paying all the fucking bills. That's where his money going. And your money is going to your savings account, or to y'all savings account. So I feel like 9 times out of 10, majority of the money is going to her account, and some of it is going to y'all joint account, because let's be real, most women have their own separate account, if we're being completely honest, and I'm pretty sure that's where majority of her money is going. But yeah, I feel like treat him to a haircut, treat him to lunch, because shit, he's paying all the bills. He is paying all the bills, and I feel like if he is paying all the bills, set it up to where, use his cards, of course, but take that load off of him. Set up auto pay for him, or set a, reminder in his calendar to let him know to go up there and pay that bill. Help him out. Do something for the man. That's how I feel, honestly. Because it's just like, and I'm not saying it just because he pays all the bills, and this goes back to a post that I saw. And Ari, which is Moneybagg Yo's girlfriend, was like, if that man is taking care of you, watch how you talk to him. And I agree 100%. I agree. And of course the comments was like, oh, I'm going to still talk how I want to talk. Or I'm not going to accept such and such from a man just because he is providing and all of that. Some of y'all women have to learn how to shut up, to be completely honest. And I feel like I told somebody the other day, because we were talking about that post when I sent it to them, challenging a man is not attractive. Now, I'm not saying that you got to sit there like you got to be quiet, because I'm not the most quiet person either in a relationship. I'm not a quiet person in general when it comes to a man. But I'm not going to challenge this man 100% of the time. I'm not. You got to know when to shut up and sit back and relax. Like I have told men before, when dealing with me, it's like sometimes you got to know when to pick your feet up and chill out. And this is for a man. Like, you got to know when to, it's okay to put your foot down, but you got to know when to pick them feet up and just sit back and let me do my thing. That's how I feel. Don't keep trying to challenge me either. So yeah, you got to just be like, you got it. Or, I'm not, it's not worth going back and forth. Like, I'm going to just let her have this one. That's how you got to be in a relationship, because at the end of the day, it's not about who wins an argument or a debate or a discussion. Like, it's not about that. Sometimes you just got to know when to pick your feet up and relax. Let that man keep his feet down. So yeah, and it's not like, oh, I'm going to just take anything, because if you know me, and really know me, I'm not taking nothing from no man. Like, We all know, if you deal with me or if you have dealt with me, you know this. So, but at the end of the day, it's not all about challenging your man and always having an opinion about something. Sometimes you just gotta, like, be quiet. And I feel like a lot of women don't know how to do that, because those comments that was just like, oh, I'm not gonna do this, and just because he pays this doesn't mean that I'm gonna do this. You are absolutely right. Nobody is saying that. I feel like what she was saying was, you can't be talking to this man crazy and he's providing for you. That's how I took it. And I don't feel like providing is just financial. This man could be giving you peace that you ain't never had before. Y'all could be splitting shit 50-50 and he's giving you some peace that you never had before. He could be cooking for you. You probably never picked up a pot or pan a day since you've been with this man. This man probably works and comes home and has your meals ready when you get home. So I feel like if this man is doing certain things for you, this is how I took what she said. I didn't take it as he's sitting here paying the bills and I forgot the word. It was just on the tip of my tongue. But I didn't take it as she just meant financials, because she got her own money. Now, if your man wants to pay the bills and do all of that, he can do that. But at the end of the day, I feel like you still need to watch how you talk to this man. Even if y'all are splitting stuff 50-50, you got to watch how you talk to this man. And I feel like a lot of women become like the breadwinners, and then they try to cop a little attitude with the man or something and talk to him like he beneath them. Like, he's a man at the end of the day. Whether your bank account is bigger than his or his is bigger than yours, because in my opinion, this is my opinion, I feel like some women are going to disagree with this, and that is very fine. I feel like when a man makes more than a woman, I feel like he not talking to her crazy. He don't do that. He's still moving how he move. Now, when a woman makes more than a man, oh, they not on the same level no more. Like, he's beneath you at this point. Like, you feel like you big dog, so you can talk to him any kind of way, and you cannot do that. You are going to lose that man, honey. That man could be the best man that you ever had, but now that you got some extra change in your pocket, you want to talk to him crazy, and no, that's not how you do it. And I feel like a lot of women have a lot of growing to do when it comes to this relationship thing, and I'm a single woman saying this. And now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, I don't know how the hell I'm single with my mindset and everything. I just don't know. But yes, you cannot be talking to this man crazy. So I agree with her. I really did. And I feel like I told the person who I was discussing this with, I said, I feel like a lot of people did not agree with her, because a lot of people didn't agree with the message because of the messenger. Oh, I like that. Okay, but yeah, she was the messenger, so, and a lot of people don't like her anyway. So I feel like that's why they didn't agree with it. But let Issa Rae say it, or Angela Bassett or somebody, y'all would agree with it. Y'all would have agreed with what she was saying. Y'all would have been in the comments like, oh no, she meant it like this and whatever. Y'all wouldn't have had all that attitude in them comments. Like, no, you still have to watch it. That is a man at the end of the day. He got to watch how he talk to you, and you got to watch how you talk to them. You just can't go based off of money and who makes more and who providing more and all. No, you cannot do that. And I feel like that goes like, if a man falls off in the relationship, you're going to women are going to look at that man differently, like he's less than a man because he fell off. And I keep saying this in my episodes, like, y'all have to be able to lean on each other. Where I fall short, I need my man to come in ready to take over. Where he falls short, I got to be ready to take over for the both of us. That's how a relationship works. And half of y'all that are in relationships don't believe in it. But yeah, I'm single. But yeah, so I don't know. I just feel like, in my opinion, I don't mind the whole 50-50 thing. But if a man wants to pay 100%, he can do that. I'm not, my only issue with that is I'm going to be like, are you sure that you can afford 100% of these bills? And if he tells me yes, he can, I would expect him to do that. But at the same time, seeing that I've been working and I haven't been contributing to none of these bills, our bank account should be very lovely. Seeing that I've been working and saving up my money. Now, I don't feel like just because the man pays 100% of the bills don't mean go on shopping sprees every time you get paid. No, that's probably something that you did in your early 20s when you ain't had no real bills or nothing. But seeing that you are trying to live a certain lifestyle and probably trying to get a house and all of that, I done forgot the word that I was about to use. Generational wealth is in my head, but I don't know if that is what I was going for. But yeah, you can't be out here on shopping sprees every time you get paid. It's just, no, unless you got hella zeros in the bank account, then you can do that. But other than that, you should not be on shopping sprees every time you get paid. Like, no. If you can't contribute the same amount of money that you, okay, so let's just say you go on a shopping spree and you spend $1,000. Can you match that and put that in y'all savings account and still have money left over? If you can't do that, then you shouldn't be, no. You shouldn't be on shopping sprees every week. That's just how I feel. And that's how I felt like with the strip club thing. I said, if my man goes to the strip club and he plans to spend $300, if you can't transfer $300 to my bank account or leave $300 on the dresser for me, don't spend that money at the strip club. Because whatever you throw at them, you need to match it with me. So if you cannot do that, you need to lower that amount. Or you probably shouldn't be out here doing it anyway, but I'm not going to trip over you going to a strip club. Just transfer the same amount to my bank account. That's it. But yeah, so let's just say the dude tells me that I don't have to pay like bills or anything. He got it. I'm going to ask him, is he sure? Now, let's just say we 2 months in. 2-3 months in, I've been at, I don't know why I keep being about to say been at home. I've been not paying any bills. Now, here we are on this 4th month. And he comes and he's like, babe, I mean, you're going to have to start contributing to these bills. I'm going to be looking like, what happened? Like, what went on? And it's like, well, no, that's not the mindset that I would have had. That mindset would have been if I was a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home wife or something. So that does not go with this. So that would not be my mindset. But for one, I would want to know what happened. I would want to know, like, is he behind? And I feel like if the man is paying 100% of the bills, please come to me before you get behind. Do not get behind. And I know that a man has like this ego thing where he's like, damn, I'm supposed to lead. I don't want to tell her like we behind. Baby, tell me. Don't let us start getting no letters and get behind, because then I'm really gonna look at you funny then. We really gonna have an argument then. We really are. And nobody wants to be arguing about money. I feel like that will really split y'all up when y'all start arguing about money. So yeah, I feel like if you get to a point where you feel like the bills are becoming too much, let me know immediately that they are becoming too much, because seeing that I have been saving, which I should have been saving, we're going to have to work together to get them bills back where they need to be. But please tell me before you get behind. Do not get behind and then try to come and tell me like, yeah, I'm behind on this and this. Now we got to scrape up. Well, hopefully we shouldn't have to scrape up no money because I haven't been paying no bills. But yeah, please tell me before you get behind. I feel like it's only right that you tell your partner before you get behind, because once you get behind, it's hard to catch up. It is hard to catch up, so do not get behind on your bills. But I had asked some of y'all how y'all felt about the 50-50 thing, or, the man paying for everything in the relationship. And we are going to get into y'all responses in just a second. If you have made it this far in my podcast, thank you. And I'm going to assume that you have already hit that follow button for my podcast to keep up with each and every episode. And I also am going to assume that you have already went ahead and clicked that link for the listener support to support my podcast. And we will go ahead and get back into the episode. So my best friend and I were talking about the whole dynamics of, the relationship as far as the financials go. And he was like that a girl said that she would want the man to pay all the bills and pay for the trips also. And I was just like, she sounds a little crazy, or maybe not even a little bit, but it's just like, why would this man pay for 100% of the bills and then turn around and pay for trips? Like I just said earlier, I feel like if a man is paying 100% of the bills, you need to be paying for the trips. That's how I feel. Now, if he wants to treat you to a trip, to a nice dinner, something quick out of town, next city over type thing, be real spontaneous and just go somewhere for the day, take like a day trip, he can do that. But that's what he chooses to do. I don't feel like you should put that on him like, oh no, he has to do this and all of that. It's like, baby, he's already paying all the bills. This roof is over your head because of him. The lights are on because of him. Like, no, I don't agree with that. And I was just like, she sounds like, instead of her, she doesn't sound like she wanted a partner to me. It was more so like you want a sugar daddy or like a sponsor or something. Like, no, I don't agree with that. But I mean, there are some relationships where a dude probably would do that, but I don't know. Like I said, you have to have money in that bank for you to be paying 100% of the bills and for trips and all of that. Like, no, I don't agree with that at all. I just thought that she was delusional, and I said, I think she was like around my age. No, she was younger than me. So I was like, okay, maybe because she's younger. But it's just like, if you are like 27 and up, it's just like, baby girl, we are in the real world. Like, you should know how things operate. Like, you're at that age where it's just like, okay, this is what it is. You're not young anymore. It's like, come on. Now, if you like 18 to, I'm going to say about 25, 26, of course you might be looking for you a little sugar daddy. You might want somebody to pay all your bills and all this, that, and the third. Like, listen, I'm 30. And if a dude was like, I'm going to pay all the bills, of course you can still work, but I got the bills, don't worry about that. I'm going to be like, you sure? Like, you sure you're going to be able to handle all that? And I feel like before we even let you take all that on, we're going to have to sit here and write down all of our bills and, see what we're working with. Like, see how your bank account looking and how them bills looking. And I feel like that's what everybody should do. Even down to you telling a woman that she can stay at home. I feel like the responsible thing would be to get all those bills, add them up, um, see what them checks looking like, how often you get paid, what day do the bills fall on. Like, you gotta really plan stuff out. You just can't be like, oh, my bank account looking like this, or oh, I'm making this type of money, I'm just gonna let you sit at home, or I'm just gonna pay all the bills, cause you never know what could happen. You never know. And like I said, I feel like most women have a separate account from their man. Like, that's just what it is. Even I would have a separate account, and I would honestly expect him to. And then we have one together. I mean, that's how I would do my thing. If he doesn't really see the point in him having his own account, that's his own business. But I'm having my own account, and yeah, that's what that is with that. So, like I said, we're going to get into the responses from you guys. And yeah, so somebody said they would do 50-50. That way everybody eats and you can fall on each other, which I am very, very, very big on falling on each other, because I said this before, especially in the vulnerable episode. I forgot which number that was, but I'm very big on y'all falling on each other, because I feel like anything could happen at any point. And if you don't trust that you can fall on your partner and they gonna be able to hold it down for the both of y'all, I don't really think that that is the person for you. Or they could be the person for you, but I don't think that you should be going down that 50-50 route. Like, you need to be making your money. Y'all both need to be making y'all money. And yeah, but it's very important to be able to fall on each other. I'm happy that you said that, because I stand by that 100%. So somebody else said that she believes that the man pays the rent and the woman pays the side bills, which I can get down with that. I think that will work for some people. So yeah, I'm with that. That's not a bad idea to me. I'm 100% with that. But what I will say is, yes, your man is paying that rent, but you need to be putting that money away each month that you would have paid if you were paying the rent, or you were helping to pay it. You need to put that money to the side, because I feel like it will help y'all in the long run when it comes to y'all financials and all of that, especially if you put that money in the emergency fund. Like, yeah, that'll help y'all out big time. So somebody else said 50-50 isn't bad. Less than 30% make enough to live comfortable. If one person can do 100%, that's cool. So yeah, I feel like it's all about what you want to do at the end of the day and what makes you happy. So someone else said, based on what y'all agree on, it depends. Okay, so they said it's based on what y'all agree on and the lifestyle you want. 2 incomes is easier. Okay, so they agree with the 50-50 thing. It definitely depends on the type of lifestyle that you want. You can't be out here trying to keep up with the Jones first and foremost, and I feel like that's where a lot of people fuck up at. They watching everybody else's pockets, trying to keep up with them. Like I said, if your homegirl is telling you like, oh yeah, my man pays for all the bills and all of this, and I don't have to do anything and all of that, or I just work and I get to save majority of my money. Don't you sit here and think that you're supposed to be like your homegirl and her man. Like, no, you're not supposed to be like them. Listen, You have to do things based off your budget and your man's budget. You can't be basing it off the Jones budget, okay? Because it doesn't work that way. And if you know that you want a good lifestyle for yourself, like I said, plan all of that out. Plan it out. So, someone else said 50-50 is mandatory. Put your degree or certifications to use to fund your lifestyle. Save for retirement or emergencies. And then they also said the economy that we live in is hard for single people. Join forces and contribute to the pot. Which I agree. I like that. I like that. Um, yeah, he was supposed to be a voice note, but he's playing. But yes, I agree with that 100%. It shouldn't be just one person filling up the pot and also taking from the pot. I mean, the other person taking from the pot. Um, yeah, y'all have to think about a long run, like retirement and emergency funds. I'm heavy, 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 heavy on the emergency fund. I'm heavy on it. Like I said, though, I wouldn't mind doing the 50-50 thing. I also wouldn't mind a man paying for all the bills, as long as he can hold it down. And like I said, if you get to the point where you feel like you kind of need some assistance, let me know ahead of time. Don't wait till the bills get behind and then try to let me know, or try to be like, I didn't want you to look at me differently and all of that. No, I'm really gonna look at you differently if you can't come to me and let me know what's up. Like, be honest, but two incomes are better than one, and two people contributing is better than just one person doing it on their own. But I really, really, really agree with the girl that said the man pays the rent and the woman pays the side bills. I'm with it. I'm with it. So yeah, I feel like both of y'all hold down y'all parts, and like I said, if you feel like you a couple dollars short on the rent, or I'm a couple dollars short on my side bills, we help each other out. And I feel like it's teamwork. That's what it's all about. And we see how we can budget better the next month so that we stay ahead. We don't have these problems. And yeah, that's a part of a relationship. Communication, um, figuring things out, like working as a team and trying to be better and grow and build a foundation. That is what it's all about. And when you have that foundation, everything will fall into place, and you have that understanding. Without the understanding and the foundation, there is really nothing there. But when you have that, I feel like you can go far. And I want to lean on my man. I want my man to lean on me. And don't feel like he can't come to me if he's falling short on something. And vice versa. If you are thinking about telling a lady that you can cover all the bills, make sure that you dot your I's and cross your T's. Make sure everything is in order. And make sure that you have a little money saved up or something. Like, I don't even think that you should use your money that you have saved up. But I will say that I think you need a very, very, very good job if you are paying 100% of the bills. Like, yeah, you definitely need a good job. Especially if, like, let's just say you guys have kids. Because kids are expensive. I don't have any, but they are expensive, honey. So, yeah, so I just say don't try to say that you can pay the bills to impress a woman, because you're going to have to put that money where their mouth is, okay? Don't, and it's like, don't lead with that when talking to a woman as well. Like, you can give her that type of lifestyle knowing that you can't. And in all honesty, I don't really feel, I'm not going to say I don't feel like that's a woman that you should be talking to, because, I mean, that's just who she is. But I feel like if you know that you cannot provide that for this woman, or that's not really your ideal way of living, I feel like don't get yourself involved in that. Like, just keep it moving and go get you a lady that's down with 50-50. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this episode up. Thank you guys for tuning into another episode of Real and Raw with Ree. Make sure you rate, share, comment, and also follow my podcast on whatever platform that you are listening to it on. Also do my polls and Q&As. They are only on Spotify. And I will see you guys on Wednesday. Bye.